takes. Do whatever it takes. Hi guys, and happy Wednesday. I am your host Priscilla Moy, and you are watching The Hot Seat. Every week at 3 p.m. on Wednesday, we come live here in studio. You're watching it as we're speaking, as we're interviewing, and we show you some of the amazing people of the beautiful city of Las Vegas. I love hearing all of the stories and the journeys of what these amazing people do that sit in the hot seat and talk about who they are, why they do what they do, what it is they do, and what they're trying to contribute to their career and their industry. So as always, today is going to be an amazing knockout day with two completely different people that are going to talk about their life, their experiences, and what really makes them motivated to continue to do what they do. So when you come back from the break, make sure you have your drinks, have your lunch, have your snacks, and get ready for an amazing episode. So I will see you then.
Now on digital and DVD.
Did it?
Space Wars: Quest for the Deep Star is an epic sci-fi adventure.
Do what needs to be done.
An edge-of-your-seat wild ride.
We have company.
Tons of popcorn-munching fun. 5 stars. A love letter to the sci-fi films of the 70s and 80s. With plenty of action and fun for all. You need to see it. You really do.
The captain just decided it's time to go.
I am ready for a sequel. Experience a bold new adventure. Space Wars: Quest for the Deep Star.
A good old-fashioned adventure.
Now on digital and DVD. Now on digital and DVD.
Did it?
Space Wars: Quest for the Deep Star is an epic sci-fi adventure.
Do what needs to be done.
An edge-of-your-seat wild ride.
Traditional TV is going away. Hollywood is starting to fade. People are demanding real stories from real people. Our voices are now being heard in our own way. Podcasts, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok Live are becoming the norm. Internet TV has now reached the highest demand in human history. Social media shows is now the new media of the century.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the hot seat. I hope you guys are all nice, warm, and cozy. It is December, so we have officially entered the Christmas season. So I hope everyone's sitting there with their house decorated and watching this amazing show. So we are going to jump right into our first guest. He is a director, he is a writer, he has his own production company and a new film that just released, and he's also a musician. So there's a lot of things that we're going to uncover with my first guest. Everyone, please welcome Leland Mapp. Hi, nice to meet you. Thank you for coming. Please have a seat. I complimented him earlier, guys. He has this amazing biker jacket on. It's actually so cool. Loving it. Love the vibes, the boots, everything.
Yeah, I wanted to go all out for this, so.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Period, as you should. So, first and foremost, thank you for being on the hot seat. It's a pleasure having you.
Thanks for inviting me. Appreciate it.
So, you do so many things.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
So, let's just kind of dive in. So,
Okay.
you are from Texas. Did I get that correct?
Yeah, I was born in Texas, but moved here when I was 2, so I'm from here. I have a lot of family out there, so we go back and forth for a while just to like visit. But no, I'm pretty much as local as you can get.
Yeah, and you went to school in Utah, or did I?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you went to like film, video.
Utah Tech. Yeah,
Yes.
I went in changed my major a few times, landed on film, and then haven't looked back since. But it was a fantastic film program, one of the better in the country, to be completely honest.
That's great. That's great. Well, congrats on getting in, and congrats.
Oh,
on
it was
being there.
it was
That's
just
awesome.
pure luck. That's a whole conversation on like the film industry and schools and stuff. But
Oh,
yeah.
and we will get to it.
Okay.
I love talking to people who have gone to
Yeah.
school for this craft,
Yeah.
which is very few, and how that feels navigating it. But so let's talk about where your love for film came from. Where did all of this artistic endeavor come from and thrive?
Yeah, it's all about stories for me. Like when I was growing up, I was very disconnected from like everything and like everyone, and it was I felt just really misunderstood my whole life. So I didn't have a lot of stability during the early years of my life. So what always connected me to the world was just movies and music were my two constants my whole life. So I knew that no matter what changed, what happened, what bad things happened, that those two things were always going to be there for me. So it just, and then my whole thing is I'm hoping that I can do that for, the next kid that needs that. And
Yeah.
so it's just like, I'm hoping to pass down the torch is what I want. That's
So-
my goal.
Right, and you have an impressive resume as well. So you've dabbled in a lot of aspects in what makes a film.
Yeah.
Gaffer, right? You've been a lot through tech, you've been a lot through post-production. I mean, you write, you do a lot of things involving the making of a film. Was there a moment when you kind of woke up one day and said, I'm just going to start working, doing anything in film?
So when I was in film school, I wanted to be, I decided that I am going to be a director. And my philosophy was, if you're going to be a director, you need to know how to do everything. Because if you don't, how are you going to get what you want when you're trying to explain to your crew, like, I want it like this, I want it like this, it has to look like this. Because if they have no idea what you want, it's not going to be a good movie.
Right.
And especially like when you're first starting out, no one wants to help you. And if the people that do want to help you, they can't spend their entire life around this project, especially when you're first starting out and you have no money and you gotta do what you gotta do. And so at a certain point, I felt that I couldn't ask people what I would expect from myself, just because I would just feel guilty about it because I know how much work is involved. So I just figured, well, if I can do it all myself, that's one less thing I have to, rely on someone else for when I can just go do it. And it just having all that experience, like everything connects together in ways you wouldn't expect. So it really lets you troubleshoot and problem solve in ways that you wouldn't be able to if you only had that one perspective.
Yeah, so being well-versed really shapes you in whatever field you want to be
Oh, absolutely.
in movies, especially in film when there's so many more moving parts compared to stage, live entertainment. That's its own thing. But film, there's the minute details. There's one person
Yeah.
for it, right?
Oh yeah, and those details are so important. And I do a lot of different things, but I can't express enough the importance of having a good crew of people you trust that know what they're doing, because it's just one less thing for you to think about. Like
Yeah.
it's important for you to know it for pre-production, and for if you want to be a director, I very much encourage everyone to be on every position on set for a while, just so you know how to do it. And totally forgot what I was gonna say. It's
But see,
it's a good
it's a
thing.
lot.
It's a lot. There's a lot of moving pieces all the time, but
Right.
it's good. You have this level of control that you wouldn't have otherwise.
Yeah.
I do all the post-production for my films, so I have just final say completely on how I want it. So I started as an editor, so that just always came naturally to me. So sound design, coloring, the actual edit itself, you can, it's really amazing not being able to have to explain someone else your vision, because I'm not the best explaining it because it's so abstract. So it's good just to be able to do it. And you can solve problems. So
Right. Now, you also dabble a lot in music, in
Oh, yeah.
music production and writing scores for films, which congratulations.
Thank you.
So what instrument is your instrument? Or plural.
Oh, it's a lot of them.
Yeah, right,
I'm a
right.
multi-instrumentalist for sure,
Right.
but started on guitar. Started as a guitar player, big metalhead, love Metallica, got me into playing. Yeah, I'm actually I'm getting back into playing live, which I've just been missing terribly. I used to play. I was in school rock when I was younger, so we would play around the strip and stuff. And there's nothing like playing like in front of the crowd. There's just nothing like it. But I play guitar, sing bass, learning drums. I'm not like that great at drums yet, but I've always had really good rhythm, so that's been helpful. And then lots of synths and like keyboard, and like dabbling in that too.
So you're a one-man band.
Yeah,
Literally, like,
yeah,
actually.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
that same philosophy as my directing.
Yeah.
I was in a bunch of
that.
I was in a bunch of bands before, didn't work out. I'm seeing these people that can do just everything themselves, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I can do that too. And then released my first single a few months ago actually.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What is it called, and where can you stream that?
It's right now it's just I'm actually getting a new mix on it because I want to actually release it on an album with a better
Okay.
mix. But right now it's just on YouTube. I'm just like testing the waters with it, just sonically still. But it's called Two Faced. It's on the Lux Abruptum YouTube channel. That's
Awesome.
yeah.
Yes. And Lux Abruptum is your production company that
Yep.
you are head of,
Yeah.
right? And so now with this production company, you have also are starting to do a lot of feature films, right? I know you're
Yeah.
also having a film festival coming up as well
Yeah.
that you're doing. And I want to start touching base on the type of movies that you do. So
Okay,
a lot of
yeah.
this is very different than what a lot of independent films that people see, where it's about love triangles, there's a lot of dramas and stuff.
Yeah.
You kind of stemmed on your recent film called Neurosis
Yeah.
a lot from your own personal experience
Yeah.
and your battles with mental health that a lot of people don't talk about,
Yeah.
right? So if you can kind of delve into that a little bit and what that process was like for you.
It's okay. So when I'm writing, it's the only place I can feel where I can be truly honest.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always been this like really taboo subject, and the whole thing about writing is you write what you know. So I felt that it goes back to why I'm doing all this. I felt so misunderstood my whole life, and my hope is that through the films that I make, that other people that are going through it and feel misunderstood can feel seen, and that's an important it makes you feel not as alone, and I don't know, it's just that's important to me. So I wanted to that's like the main reason I went that route. Also, it's just it's hard not to when I'm writing. It's hard not to.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I recently seen you did have a post this past summer where you're opening a lot about more of the personal struggles that you have with mental health and how you really want to be a voice of change for how people see it, how people view it, and how people talk about it.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's I thought it was I got diagnosed with inattentive ADHD and then quiet borderline personality disorder, which was a really hard pill to swallow. I mean, it made a lot of things make sense, but it was just I thought it was important because of the experiences I've had with my life when trying to talk to people about it, because no one really understands, or they just kind of brush it off, and it's just it's hard when you feel like there's no one there that gets it, and especially like for men in general, I want to like change the stigma around men and mental health and being able to talk about it, because honestly it's killing us. So
And have that vulnerability.
yeah,
Right?
well, it's important to have. It's it makes you a more whole person, and you'll live longer.
Mhm.
So maybe the world would be a little bit of a better place. Who knows?
Yeah, and you are making it that way by being someone who's being very outspoken about it.
I'm trying. It's not easy. But I'm hoping I can make a little bit of a difference somehow.
Yeah, you are. And with this movie, how was that filming that movie for you? Was this your first full feature?
So it is my first full
Okay.
feature, and we haven't actually filmed it yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we haven't. We're filming this summer. It's we're doing we're kind of doing we're doing a film festival to actually support the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, and
I see.
to get some attention for it. But yeah, we're almost got our cast locked down. We have a great crew, and
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna be filming this summer. Got a great actor we're working with. I'm really excited. We've been getting a lot of really cool support in unexpected
Yeah.
ways, and I'm really happy about that.
I've seen a lot of active posts on social media where you're talking about the film, the actors talking about the film.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like there's going to be a lot of noise about it, and I'm sure you're really, really excited.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
extremely. It's
yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you off.
No, and please be proud about it because I know you are kind of having some fundraising going on for the film. 'Cause It's going to cost a lot, so that's something that all of you guys can, help out doing and everything that
Yes,
he's doing
please,
with.
please.
Huge shout out for that because
Thank
it's
you.
his child right now.
Basically, yeah. It's all my movies are my babies.
Yeah.
No, it's I've gotten a lot of people like just encouraging me just because of the topic that it's about, because it is like it's not just a mental health movie, it's also it's a horror movie as well, so it's like I don't like if it was just a mental health movie it'd be too much of a downer, so you gotta have like some plot with it, but the whole main character that's his whole thing. It's
Yeah.
all rich in theme and symbolism, and it's a very Ari Aster kind of approach where it's like
course.
talking about like loss and grief and all that jazz.
I'm sure how he handles it with his own
Oh yeah.
voice.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Love it. Love seeing complexity to dynamic.
It's
to the script.
it's very the script is a lot. I've heard a lot of good things, feedback from it, so I'm very happy to actually shoot it. It's my DP I've been working with him has been very fantastic. John DeMarco, shout out, he's fantastic. But yeah, my DP is fantastic, and I'm so excited to actually bring it to life. That's
Yeah.
and see what my actors can do, and
Yeah,
just been working with some really talented people, so I'm just beyond excited.
and that's great.
Yeah.
Great to hear. So you have all of this going on,
Mhm.
right? You have your hands and everything. At the moment, do you have a kind of viewpoint into where you want each of those, I guess, labels to go? Do you keep them separate, or do you all want them to be one and kind of, if that makes sense? You got music going,
Mhm.
you got directing going,
Mhm.
you're also working on other sets, right? You got your production company
Yeah.
going on, your directing. Are those all combined that you want to have one day, or do you want to stand there and be like, you can hire me to do it all? Or you doing, music on one film is just another side thing, or do you want to just kind of encompass it all one day?
It kind of. That's a great question. The answer is it's complicated. I enjoy doing all these different things because it hits your brain in a different way, and it makes you feel. It lets you use your creativity in a new way, and it lets you voice things differently. And sometimes it's good to work through things in different creative aspects. So it just kind of depends on what the project is. So if I really want to make a feature, I'll spend a lot of time working on that, but that's a very long-term goal.
Right.
So in the meantime, I can't be doing that the entire day, every single day. You gotta take breaks, you gotta step away, you gotta take time to reflect on your choices, and there's just a lot of stuff you can do. So just break it down into smaller pieces. In the meantime, I can go in the studio, write some songs, work on some music, and then if different projects turn up, like, hey, we need a song for this, and then I get to work on a song for a little bit. But I like the variety. It's fun. The goal with Lux Abruptum is I want to be able to provide all those services like just through through the team. So like the team is like being slowly built into a nice little family. But no, yeah, the goal is to be for it to be multifaceted, just because I am. So
Yeah,
yeah.
love that.
Yeah, you know.
True artists, yeah. I feel like, you know, when you talk about how you had struggles and being understood and things like that, it's all coming out in your work, really.
Yeah.
And that's really how you can express yourself and
Absolutely.
to have people really understand you through that.
Mhm.
Which, again, society, you know, is kind of hard if they're not an artist, really look deep into things. But I love that I feel like that's the way you're channeling all different facets of yourself, is why you have so many different talents, like how many instruments you play, right?
Yeah.
Like not a lot of people can do those things, you know, so it's amazing to see and it's amazing to hear about, and I'm glad you're being open with me about all of that.
Oh yeah, I'm an open book. Ask me anything you want.
So is there a genre that you mostly plan on sticking to with films? You mentioned you're doing horror and drama.
I'm a big horror drama thriller
Okay.
guy. That's pretty much my bubble.
Mhm,
Yeah, all the films I've done fall within that category. I can't do comedy. I'm just like, I mean, I think I make myself laugh, but I don't think I could
Right.
do a comedy film.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. Like I'm a big horror guy. I've always like it goes with being a metalhead. You know, like if you're a metalhead, you usually like horror. So it's just that's always gonna have a nice place in my heart. But what I like about horror is that there's not as much limits, so you can
Yeah.
really talk about whatever you want, and you can really push the limits of what people expect, and you can really make them think about
Oh, yeah.
just
Yeah.
this life that we live in. And so yeah, I'm a big drama, horror, and thriller guy.
There's some crazy things that happen in those movies. So I mean, I guess it can really be off limits. So
Oh yeah,
perfect for you.
yeah, it's yeah, and it's like a lot of those movies, like people are expecting it to not be like a rom-com. You
Yeah.
know, it's gonna be talking about real stuff, or it's gonna be at least like a little more of a mirror, you know, to society than you would get like your like normal Marvel movie, you know.
Of course.
Yeah.
So Leland Mac is more of a stage name,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah.
So what is the beginning of that? Why that name? When did that start?
That started back in my college days. I got the name first because I wanted to be a blues guitar player.
Okay.
So yeah, I was gonna go down to New Orleans for a year, apprentice, find some blues maestro, and then learn under him for like a year. And my whole thought process was, you know, like I have a great name. It's Alexander Leland McCormick. That's my full name. But like so Leland's my middle name, and Mac is
I
a
see.
variation of my last name. So just that, you know, felt like a blues player's name. So I picked it, stuck, liked the way it sounded, and here we are.
Yeah, I mean, it has a great sound, and you can't forget, you know, it's different, it's unique, but it's
Yeah.
also something people can remember,
Yeah.
you know, so it's great.
And it's still me, which is the most
Right.
important part for me.
Of course. And so you basically were raised in Vegas all your life.
Yep.
Is there a reason why you felt that you really wanted to pursue this career in Vegas? You wanted to stay here, especially being here this long. I don't know how old you are, but I feel like you've seen how films recently become more up and coming.
Yeah.
You know, and so I would love to hear how someone that's been born and raised here really just saw like, no, I'm going to stay here and do this.
Originally the plan was to go to LA. You know,
Okay.
was to, you know, find my footing for a second, regroup, and then go out to LA. And then every single person I talked to told me not to go out to LA. And LA's just been this big dying beast for the last 20 years. And, you know, everyone who's from there talks about it, how it's dying. And really there's a lot that we can do out here that I've been seeing. And the waves have kind of rising a bit, and there's a lot of cool prospects here. That's like, I feel like Vegas could possibly become the next LA, like the new one, the new and improved, hopefully. But it's, you know, that is kind of my goal for sticking around, is I want to expedite that process if I can help in any way.
And be a part of it too,
No,
especially if it's about to blow up.
oh,
Then you've got your seat already.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But that's actually I'm starting a film coalition down here, just for
Okay.
for people just to really like really up their craft and just like make some really great stuff.
Yeah.
And so just trying to make like this really great community of just filmmakers and like just really like take a step up, because you know, if we're loud enough and we're good enough,
Yeah.
they can't ignore us forever, you know.
Of course. So a lot of filmmakers that I have on this show basically almost say the same thing that you just said, where they want to have their own community where they're the ones that build it up. What would make you different than all other filmmakers in the city?
That's a good question. I want to think before I give an answer. I guess what makes me different is that I care more than I would say most people are capable of. It's just like, this is my life, you know. Like, I can't not do this.
Right.
I think that's the difference, is that most people can walk away, and I can't. It's just not in me. I've tried. I've, you know, had those conversations with myself. Like, am I doing the right thing? Like, is this the right path? And then just, I can't stop.
I love that.
Yeah.
You know, what I love about your answer is that I'm really seeing a lot of similarities between you and I. So just know that I see you, I understand you.
Oh, thank you.
And so I really love that, because I feel how genuine you are about every little craft you do, and you don't do this for clout. If anything, you're like, I really feel like no one's really seeing me, you know. So I feel like this is because I love and I have the talent for this, versus what I want to be recognized and be here for cloud and be here for.
Oh yeah, no, I just do it because
Yeah.
I want to.
And it's you.
Yeah.
This is you. Like, this is what you were put here to do.
Exactly.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna circle back. We talked earlier about, you know, your film schooling and your experience training. Now, there are those, we've all heard it in the movie, in the acting industry and all this stuff, where they say, you don't really need to go to school. Like, don't waste your money going to that, blah, blah, blah. And then there's those of us that did go to school for it. And the view is very different on how we see the benefits of training in this craft, if you know you're going to stay in it, versus those who are like, well, I'm landing jobs, so like, why did I need to pay for schooling?
Yeah.
How have you seen the difference of you going to school for it and then those who have not?
Well, not to put anyone down, but there is a lack of fundamentals that you can just pick out right away. It's just the more solid foundation that you have, the better work you're going to do and higher peaks you can rise to. And if you don't have that solid foundation, you don't know what you don't know. And it's just when you lack those fundamentals, it's very hard to, you know, it's hard to understand what you don't know until you go and learn it. And that is the difference, I think, is just, you know, you can look at something and be like, oh, like, you know your stuff. Or you can look at something and be like, yeah, I would have done it like that. And, like, not to put anyone down, but the lack of fundamentals really comes through. But the thing about film school is you have to make sure you go to a good one. Because some, you know, you go and they don't even let you touch a camera for 3 years, right? I got really lucky, and I got access to all of the gear I could possibly want to check out immediately. They said, here's all of our toys, go play with it. So, you know, I put it on myself to really go learn and shoot as much as I possibly could. And, like, I think while I was in school, I only did, like, I directed 2 films for a class. One was my capstone, and one was just for advanced production. And then in the meantime, I made like 5 shorts just on my own, just doing it as much as possible. So it's just, I understand why people are like, oh, like film school is like such a waste of money, but that foundation is just so important. It's just because having that knowledge base is just, it makes you just such a tier above of where you would be without it. You know?
Yeah, and I'm sure you don't really realize it till you experience working with people who have had no training versus those that do. And this goes all around, not just for behind the scenes, but I'm sure when you do with actors as well.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you can see the difference. You know, writers, even people who do music, those, you know, that haven't really had that, how they even work the room and how they come to set is completely different. And in my experience, and I'm going to ask how yours was, when you don't really know, you leave school and you're like, okay, I learned all this stuff, whatever, but I just got to go out there, and then you start noticing, and you're like, oh, so there is some benefit that you get from going and being stressed and going all this stuff, right? Was it the same for you?
Absolutely. It was there was a clear difference on, I didn't feel like my money was wasted at all. I feel I am a strong encourager of everyone should go to film school, like, period. Just, it's that important. And like all the experiences I've had with interacting with people that haven't have like just reinforced that idea.
Yeah, exactly. Same. Pro education.
Yes.
All the way.
Yes.
Please.
If you want to do this, go to school.
Please go to school.
Yes.
Something.
Yes.
I don't know. So what kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? Say 10, 20, 30, 50 years. The end goal, whatever that is for you, what is that legacy?
I just hope I can make as much cool stuff as I can before I go, and hopefully I can help out the world a bit before I check out.
Yeah.
That's all I can really hope for.
Love that.
Yeah.
And so there is one more question, and I ask all of my guests this question because it sums up really who they are at the core.
Okay.
Is there a philosophy that you live by?
Philosophy that I live by. Yeah. No one has any enemies. Peace and love.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Mhm.
I love that. Very peaceful guy. Yes. I enjoy this. It's so interesting because he loves Metallica, you like hard rock, horror, and yet you at the core
Those are the nicest people that
Yeah.
you'll meet.
No,
Yeah. If you
honestly,
go to a metal
yeah.
show, go to a horror convention, those are the chillest people.
the realest people too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So tell everyone your social media. All of the social. You have more than one.
Okay.
Right. So let's
Yeah.
get that going.
Yeah, Leland Mack on Instagram, Lux Abruptum on Instagram, Lux Abruptum on YouTube, and then Facebook is just the same names. But yeah, that's basically it. You can check us out on luxabruptum.com. That's the hub for all of our stuff. If you want to look at the fundraiser we're doing, any of our films, our projects, they're all going to be there. And yeah.
And also, I would love if you gave them some information about your fundraising for your film, and also the film festival that you're doing.
Oh,
so please
yeah.
talk about those.
Yeah. So we're doing Lux Fest. That is it's a film festival. Support the movie. Anything that you want to throw in there, please send it in. Anything that we're looking for. No, basically, we have no limits on what you can send in. So if there's something that you're like, oh, this is too edgy to show anywhere, like send it in. We'll look at it. But you can check it out through luxabruptum.com. LuxFest, we've got our own panel. It's going to be in March. Entries are open right now, so if you want to submit there. And for the fundraiser, all of our there's like all sorts of perks that you can really get in, really cool stuff. A lot of BTS material through the process of making the movie, and there's also some producer credits there as well. So if you want to actually like be a producer on a film or act in a movie, there's some cool like extra positions that you can hop in as well. So yeah.
Perfect. Yes. Well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you
hope
for having
that
me.
you enjoyed this interview, and being on camera instead of behind was a great experience for you.
Oh yeah. I've been doing some acting stuff for a while.
So he's not as nervous as some filmmakers I have on here.
I've been in front of the camera a bunch of times. I get it.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Leland Mack, everyone. Please support him. Submit your films to the film festival and fundraise his next film. I'm really excited. It sounds really interesting, so I want to see it. So he needs fundraising for that. So everyone, please support him. Great guy, great energy, and don't forget he does music too. So if you need someone to write some stuff, this guy. All right, and I will see you guys after the break. So make sure you guys do not go anywhere because I know the show is not over yet.
Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Skoda with Social Media Shows. Well, I thank all of you for your support through these last several years, and it's been a lot of fun. We've given people a voice they never had before. Now, Social Media Shows is always collaborating with our veterans to help them do things and help out the veterans who are struggling today. And we teamed up with GI Connections, connecting veterans with resources. So please consider helping and donating to this great cause because we're always doing things for veterans. So GI Connections, social media shows, and you is what makes the world a better place. Once again, Joseph Skoda, proud United States Air Force veteran. Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Skoda with social media shows. Well, I thank all of you for your support through these last several years, and it's been a lot of fun. We've given people a voice they never had before. Now, social media shows is always.
Traditional TV is going away.
Now on digital and DVD.
Did it?
Space Wars Quest for the Deep Star is an epic sci-fi adventure.
Do what needs to be done.
An edge-of-your-seat wild ride.
We have company.
Tons of popcorn-munching fun. 5 stars. A love letter to the sci-fi films of the 70s and 80s. With plenty of action and fun for all. You need to see it. You really do.
The captain just decided it's time to go.
I am ready for a sequel. Experience a bold new adventure. Space Wars Quest for the Deep Star.
A good old-fashioned adventure.
Now on digital and DVD. Now on digital and DVD.
Did it?
Space Wars Quest for the Deep Star is an epic sci-fi adventure.
Do what needs to be done.
An edge-of-your-seat wild ride.
We have company.
Tons of popcorn-munching fun. 5 stars. A love letter to the sci-fi films of the 70s and 80s. With plenty of action and fun for all. You need to see it. You really do.
The captain just decided it's time to go.
I am ready for a sequel. Experience a bold new adventure. Space Wars Quest for the Deep Star.
A good old-fashioned adventure.
Now on digital and DVD. Now on digital and DVD.
Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Skoda with social media shows. Well, I thank all of you for your support through these last several years, and it's been a lot of fun. We've given people a voice they never had before. Now, social media shows is always collaborating with our veterans to help them do things and help out the veterans who are struggling today. And we teamed up with GI Connections. GI Connections, connecting veterans with resources. So please consider helping and donating to this great cause because we're always doing things for veterans. So GI Connections, social media shows, and you is what makes the world a better place. Once again, Joseph Skoda, proud United States Air Force veteran. Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Skoda with social media shows. Well, I thank all of you for your support through these last several years, and it's been a lot of fun. We've given people a voice.
Hi guys, and welcome back. I hope you all enjoyed that amazing interview with Leland. There's so much going for him, so I wish him the best. Now we are on to our next guest. Super fabulous, going in a totally different direction, different type of energy, and I'm so here for it. She is a jazz singer right here in Las Vegas, and she also has another business called Divine Energy, and she is all in the spirituals and doing all of the amazing things. So everyone, please welcome Minnie Blue on the hot seat. Hi. Okay. Period. Yes. Yes, please take a seat, gorgeous.
Yes,
Thank you so much
yes.
for being on here.
Oh, thank you.
You look amazing. I'm glad you made it with all the traffic going on.
With everything
in Vegas,
going on.
Everything
Yes.
going on. So this is not your first time being here at social media shows, but it is your first time on the hot seat, right?
I'm hot.
Oh, you're hot. Yes. Period. So I can't wait to pack so many things. I was telling Maria earlier that I can't wait to interview you. So I was praying that you would make it through all the traffic.
Yes.
Yeah. So you hail from Arkansas. You are from the South, right? And you are a jazz singer. So let's talk about your journey from there to here and why jazz? What about it?
Yes, well, I'm originally from Arkansas. I'm from California, here to Vegas. I chose jazz genre because of my mom, Nina Simone, Nancy Wilson, Keith Washington, and stuff like that. Yes, jazz.
Yes. Amazing. So that's probably a really big part of your life, correct?
Yes, it is. Yes.
So do you write jazz? Or
Yes, I write my own lyrics on all my songs. I have my band to do all my coordinates and everything like that, but I do my own lyrics and stuff like that.
Yes, because you have some music videos on YouTube,
Yes, I
actually,
do.
that I've seen,
Okay.
which are amazing. Great videography, all of those things. She's fabulous queen, clearly. So was there a turning point in your life where you really said, I want to pursue this full time? Like, this is what I'm going to do?
Yes. Once my mother passed away, it was her wish that I go and sing and do what I want to do, pursue my passions and my love, which is jazz and blues and neo soul. So that's what I did. I pursued her wishes also.
Of course,
And-
all mom. She inspired it, and you want to
Yes, I want to do all that. Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes.
So, what has Vegas done for you? Like, well, how do you feel being here?
Well, I love Vegas. I love Vegas. Vegas has showed me that if you can't make it here, you can't make it nowhere. But as far as jobs, venues, I had a couple of venues at Gambit's, the Box, Harris Casino. So it has helped me venture out in my career. It really has. I love Vegas.
Yeah. Have you performed a lot? I know you performed with Charles Barkley?
Yes, Charles
you have.
Barkley. Yes, in Reno.
You have in Reno, yes.
Yes,
So
in
you
Reno.
performed and sang with a lot of people in the music industry.
Yeah, Bo Barrington, T.C. Connor, Brian G. Soul, excuse me, Cornelius MD, and stuff like that, yes.
Yeah. So I'm sure that the performance side of you, I could see it. You have this energy where you just, you're meant for the stage.
Yes.
And so I'm sure that when you go out on stage, you're just like, this is where I'm supposed to be, right?
Yes. I feel it.
So do you have any upcoming shows coming up? What
Well,
can we look forward
I
to?
have one coming up in January. It's a surprise.
Okay.
So, yes, I'm not talking about that
Ooh,
too
we're not
much.
gonna say, but we got a little hint.
Yeah, I've got a little hint. Things are coming up in January, internationally. So I'm doing
Oh,
that.
that's awesome. That's amazing. So I know you write some music. You have your music videos out. Do you have any albums that are recently out that people can go?
Yeah,
stream
I
and
have.
purchase?
I have an EPK out with No Toy, The Boss, My Man. So I do have a single out that's doing very well internationally. I have 2 awards, doing really good.
Oh,
So,
that's awesome. What
yeah,
awards are these?
Songwriting awards
Okay.
from Songwriting of America International, all over the world.
The world. She's international,
The
baby. So let's talk about your songwriting process. Where does all of this really stem from? Do you write as you feel it, or do you always have like a plan?
Yeah, no, I write as I feel. I don't really write down my lyrics yet until I hear myself singing
Okay.
the song itself. Then it just kind of comes out naturally. Like, okay, there you go. So I get a beat, and then I'm like, okay, I feel it, and then I write that down as I speak. And that's how I get my lyrics. Just like Jay-Z. Jay-Z doesn't write down his lyrics.
Right.
He just comes out of his head, and that's kind of like how I do it.
Yeah.
Also,
You
then I
hear
write
it.
it down. I hear it. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So what is your goal through singing? Where do you want to be? And let's just say the end goal for you. What's that
Well, my
legacy look
end
like?
goal is to be on the Billboard.
Okay.
Yeah, and to be
Okay.
in one of these major casinos here in Las Vegas. That's my end goal, like everybody else. It's not the retirement city of the singers, but I also could be the top of the world.
Yeah.
As-
Residency.
Yeah, residency here in Vegas. Yes.
Yeah, your name. Queen.
Yes, the
Yes.
name, Minnie Blue.
So when it comes to sharing your voice and your art and your music with the world, what is it that you want people to know about? Who is Minnie Blue? What is her music? Who is she?
Yeah,
You know?
Minnie Blue is a spiritual, compassionate person that loves what she does. When I sing, I feel it. I feel my soul. And I love to do that when I'm singing, so you can feel me singing. I sing for my mom and my children, and so that's where it stems from for me.
Yeah. Did you have any training growing up? Did you have any music training, composing training? What is it?
No, it was all self-taught.
All self-taught.
In the shower. So I mean, I would love to have a professional trainer like Lenny Williams, come teach me how to sing or something like that. But no professional training, just by ear.
Yeah. So everything's just God given. It's all given to you.
Yes, from the womb. From the womb.
So you don't just do one thing, which I love. Now you also have the side when you talk about your spirituality, and you have your own business where you make beautiful candles. First of all, I love that aesthetic. The body, the torso candle.
Yeah, and I'm so mad because we had this major thing that just happened in Vegas, and I left my candles to give you a gift. So I brought you a gift, but I forgot it.
Oh
But
no!
I
was hoping. I was like, oh my gosh! I would love that.
Well, I got you. But it's divine energy candles and soaps, all handmade by me. So I love
And they're
that.
gorgeous.
Thank you. All natural.
Yes. So I know you also are certified in Reiki therapy.
Oh yes.
I've only experienced
thank you for that.
once having this, but there's so many different ways that you can kind of read energy and cure people, I should say, or help them.
Yes.
People do tarot, people do, all of these other things. So tell us the journey with Reiki and how.
Right. Well, with Reiki, I've been a massage therapist for 16 years, but I retired from that. So I just do Reiki energy with the spiritual energy. I can feel your meridians coming through your body, and I can tell you what's kind of going on with you in that aspect of the Reiki energy. Is to heal the body. It's a mind-body experience with the Reiki energy. So it's not for everybody because you have to be in tune with your body to even know what it is. If you're skeptic, then it may not work for you. But you got to believe, like in God. Believe in that faith, and it will work for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, is that the only thing that you dabble in? I know like other people end up knowing how to read cards. They end up kind of already feeling someone's energy and being able to kind of see where their lives are heading. Do you also have those talents
Right.
as well?
No, I don't do tarot cards. I just do the Reiki energy on them. I'm only a Reiki 2, so I just do a little bit of meridian work and stuff like that, but no tarot cards yet.
So has there been moments in your spiritual journey and you meeting people and reading energies where you really were just so moved by it? Because it affects you definitely, 100%.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm always moved by when the client comes to me and tells me that, oh my God, I felt that. I felt my mom. I felt my heart. I felt that energy that's coming through. I felt that. I feel cleansed. So it cleanses you. That's the Reiki that's kind of cleanses you out, brings that to the forefront of what's going on in your heart, your chakras, and stuff like that. So I work with your chakras, stuff like that.
Yeah. 'Cause I remember I had this happen once when something really crazy was going on, like all these boom, 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 boom. So it happened once, and I was just like, what's happening? Right? What's happening?
It can be a scary experience because you can shake and get the quivers and stuff like that with that energy, and those boots are so cute.
Oh, thank you. Sparkle, we're matching, period.
Yes. So.
Yeah. So I hope you feel great energy in this room.
I do. I feel it. I feel the Christmas energy, and I want to know what it was white instead of black, right?
Well, hey, we're both fuzzy. We're both matching. We got the silver going on right now.
Yes.
It's a vibe. You're meant to be here.
Hey. Yes, ma'am.
So with the direction that Las Vegas is heading with entertainment and how many people do so many things, this is a city of people being so multifaceted. Where do you see the direction going, and what do you feel your contribution to it is?
Well, where it's going, up, hopefully. It's going up, but I can't predict the future. All I can say is good things are coming here in the future. As far as Vegas, it's just Vegas, baby. It just comes and goes. What stays in Vegas, stays in Vegas. So I can't really say.
Because, there's always that stigma going around with entertainers in Vegas, especially not just in live entertainment, but film and, musicians and all this, that there's only a certain level Vegas talent can be at, right? We're, in my experience, we're very looked down upon.
Okay.
We're meant to be, it's just the showgirls and the magic shows and then the tribute artists, right? Okay. But no one comes here to see and get real actors for future films, or recording artists that are gonna do it, because Vegas isn't in people's brains, the city for that. And so my question to you is, are you trying to change that? Are you trying to be like, Vegas is the place?
Well, I'm trying to not change it, but Vegas is the place. As far as African Americans getting on the main line, it's a little bit more tougher. So I can say that, if that's what you're asking.
I just want your view in general,
it's
because
just a
people
little
have
bit
just
more.
a different view on Vegas locals in the arts, right?
Yes.
So I would just love your viewpoint on that, since you are a Vegas artist. Like, you are here, you're trying to be big, you're being a name, right?
Right. So I'm just trying to expand, putting social media out there, promote like you, but I can't really say what they really want as far as we're concerned.
Right.
R&B is out there, karaoke. I'm not doing karaoke. I refuse to do karaoke. It just, it doesn't do me no good to do karaoke right now in my field.
Right. So I also know that you are your own boss. Like, you promote yourself, you manage yourself. You're the only one that you're like, I'm doing it alone. I don't need an agent. I need all of this. How is that process for you? Do you feel like it's better that way?
Well, I do have a partner. His name is Vegas Nice. So it is hard to do this alone. So I did have to get a partner, because it's so hard to be an independent artist without the sponsors and the fundings to help you move forward. So I do have that in effect now. I was working with a major company before, but it's just all about the money. So I had to let that go with Sony. So you got to pay to play. So this is where we are now, pay to play. So we're paying to play now.
Right.
So.
And you don't want someone else controlling what kind of music you put out either.
No,
I
you
feel
don't.
like that's also
or your look.
Right.
Or your look, like when we cut my hair, or wear straight hair, or wear 10-inch stilettos to be taller. And I'm not none of those things. I'm just naturally me.
Yeah, I love that, because you are staying true to you, and if no one's gonna like it, then you're like, bye.
Yeah, that's right. Bye. Thank you. It's okay. It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
So it's not for everybody.
So there's a question that I ask all my guests
Yes.
on here, and it kind of sums up them as a whole. And is there a philosophy that you live by?
My philosophy is to live your life and don't listen to the naysayers, and listen to what God has to say first. So that's my motto. Don't listen to what the naysayers say. Believe in yourself. Believe in what God says, and you will go far. Because people have different opinions about what it is that you do in your life, and they're always very judgmental. So just do you, and focus on what you have to do with your life, and always God. I'm always God-fearing. No matter what I do in life, I always have to pray first. But people's opinions about what we do and how we do it, I just kind of let that go.
Yeah.
The negativity.
Yes.
Positivity always, like I said, it's not for everybody, but I'm going to still do me.
Yeah. Now, how have you in the past dealt with all of, people in the industry? Because, the minute you are in the spotlight, you attract, it's like moths to a flame.
Very much so, moths to the flame. Like I said, it's really hard to please everybody in the industry. It's hard to get it, because they have a small circle of what it is that they want in this industry. So you just got to get in where you fit in. Get in where you fit in as far as the industry is concerned. It's tough. Yeah. It's tough.
But you are you, and that's what's important. Is that you're gonna come here as you, always.
That's right.
No matter what.
Yeah, when they tell you no, you just go to the next one. 2 no's, 1 yes, right?
Yeah, because it's very rare to see people that will stay true to who they are in this industry, in this world. Even especially the higher they get, people are like, no, you gotta do this, because that's how you're gonna become more this. So a lot of people fail to keep their foot down and saying, you're not gonna, this is not my brand, right?
Yeah, you're not gonna do that no more. So I'm not a quitter. So I'm just gonna keep on pursuing my career and moving forward and taking care of my business and running my businesses. That's hard to do also. So just moving forward. Yeah. Like I said, moving forward. I got my 4 babies. They're all grown now. They're not babies no more.
But they'll always be your babies. Always be your babies. Of course.
Yes, ma'am.
So please tell everyone your social medias, where to contact you, how to contact you, what you're open performing, open to collabing. What's the tea?
Yes, my name is Minnie Blue, minnieblue.com, minnieblue333 on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. If you still have LinkedIn, you know, I'm a businesswoman, so I must have LinkedIn. Bookings, accepting anybody right now, jazz, blues. I'm available for you.
And she films her music videos. She got her YouTube. She's selling her beautiful candles. And if you need a little Reiki in your life,
Yeah, I can do that too for you.
yeah, there's a lot crazy going on. We all gotta get our energies cleansed. You know, yes. The
Breathe.
exhaling, the breathing. We love it. Well, I'm so glad that you made it. I'm so glad that we
Yes.
finally met. Thank you so much for coming on the hot seat. I hope you had
Thank
an
you. It was hot.
amazing time.
Ooh, it was hot getting here with the traffic and stuff, but I really appreciate
I hope
you
it's
guys.
worth it. It was
and
worth it, though.
It was worth it for me. Just coming here and enjoying you, social media.
Right, everyone, Minnie Blue, so please support her, watch her videos, support her music, support her business, support her being her, and push her on up to get that billboard.
Yeah, push on up. Hey, you'll see me soon. Coming to you.
Coming to her, and don't forget, there's a secret coming, you know?
There is.
In
Surprise.
January.
Yeah, in January.
International, so you gotta keep up to date and make sure you find out what that secret is later on.
ma'am.
So everyone, Minnie Blue, round of applause one more time.
Thank you.
Thank you, and the show's not over, so I will see you after the break.
All right. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Skoda with Social Media Shows. Well, I thank all of you for your support through these last several years, and it's been a lot of fun. We've given people a voice they never had before. Now, Social Media Shows is always collaborating with our veterans to help them do things and help out the veterans who are struggling today. And we teamed up with GI Connections, connecting veterans with resources. So please consider helping and donating to this great cause because we're always doing things for veterans. So GI Connections, Social Media Shows, and you is what makes the world a better place. Once again, Joseph Skoda, proud United States Air Force veteran. Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Skoda with Social Media Shows. Well, I thank all of you for your support through these last several years, and it's been a lot of fun. We've given people a voice they never had before. Now, Social Media Shows is always collaborating with our veterans to help them do things.
Traditional TV is going away. Hollywood is starting to fade. People are demanding real stories from real people. Our voices are now being heard in our own way. Podcasts, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok Live are becoming the norm. Internet TV has now reached the highest demand in human history. Social Media Shows is now the new media of the century.
Now on digital and DVD.
Hit it.
Space Wars Quest for the Deep Star is an epic sci-fi adventure.
Do what needs to be done.
An edge-of-your-seat wild ride.
We have company.
Tons of popcorn-munching fun. 5 stars. A love letter to the sci-fi films of the 70s and 80s. With plenty of action and fun for all. You need to see it. You really do.
The captain just decided it's time to go.
Hi guys, guys, and welcome back to the Hot Seat. I hope you enjoyed today's amazing guest. It's a great start to our holiday episodes, along with my furry little outfit. So I'm glad everyone matched the energy. Two different energies, as you can see. Like I said in the beginning of the episode, two completely different people. They do different things, and they have different things that they want to bring to the city of Las Vegas. So I'm cheering them on. I'm hoping that everything that they want to do, they are able to do. So I'm so glad that we have so many viewers now. There's so many people that want to be on the show. There's so many people watching it, submitting, but we are always open to more submissions to be on the hot seat. So if you think that you're one of those people and you want to be interviewed by me, and if you guys have been watching, you've realized that I dig really deep into your lives. So I be knowing what's going on with you, and I know it surprises so many people. So if you're down for that, and you're down for me learning a lot about you and what's out there, then please submit to admin@socialmediashows.com. We need your headshot, we need your bio, like who are you, like what's going on. Have a link to your socials so we can check you out, and yeah, can't wait to have you be on the show. We do have one more episode before we do go on a little holiday break, because you know we all gotta be giving our love to our family, our friends. We'll all be traveling, and you guys can just continue to rewatch me if you're tired, and you know, if you're not tired of my voice and you miss me, don't worry, I'm always here. Social Media Shows is always streaming my episodes, so like press play. I promise you, and then you'll be sick of me by the time we come back in 2024. But anyway, so apart from that, we are also always here to be doing red carpets. So whether that be film festivals, movie premieres, events, whatever that may be, if you want us to roll out that red carpet, bring our cameras, bring our lights, and bring me with a little microphone, and talk about your event, promote your event, interview the actors, the stars, you, please inquire at admin@socialmediashows.com. We are always down for that. There's a lot coming up in the new year, and so we're really, really, really excited. So, yeah. If anything, I hope everyone's in a good mood. It is December, it is Christmas season, and she's got her little fur on. So anyways, I hope you guys are having a great day so far, and you enjoyed today's episode. And I will see you next week here in the studio in another little holiday outfit. So make sure to not miss it. Bye.